Hello, my friends. I'm still not Jim Nance. I'm still Kurt Berglund. And this is Inside Pitch, opening day 1967. The date is April 11th. We are using as-played lineups for this ball game because, of course, if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours, and I can't have that on my conscience. So, we are progressing. After this one, we have one more opening day game to do. I'm using Inside Pitch to replay a portion of the 1967 season in the American League pennant race that was so suspenseful and important and dramatic and all that stuff. Today we have a battle of teams that turned out to be also Rands in the 1967 American League pennant race. It is the Cleveland Indians, who I really liked. Their personnel, I think, was pretty good, but they did not play much of a role in this pennant race. They won 75 games in the 1967 season, and they are visiting the Kansas City Athletics. Kansas City Athletics were even less of a factor in the American League pennant race. They won 62 games in the 1967 campaign. The pitchers, it's sudden Sam McDowell for the Indians, the left-hander who threw, some say, harder than Koufax. In fact, Sports Illustrated asked the question in the 1960s. He was 13-15 with a 3.85 earned run average in 1967. He struck out 236 batters in 236 innings. Unfortunately for Sudden Sam and the Indians, he also walked 120 batters in that campaign. For the Athletics, it's their phenom of that time, or one of their phenoms, as they were just starting to put together the Athletics team that would make a playoff appearance in 71 and then run through 3 World Series in 72, 3, and 4. The phenom didn't make it to that run. His name, Jim Nash. Jim Nash in 1967 was 12-17 with a 3.76 ERA. He threw 222 innings and struck out 186 batters of his own, so he was throwing some gas as well. Throughout this replay, what I'll be doing is to replay key games in that 1967 season. I'll be jumping around a little bit. We're going to go in chronological order, but I'll be jumping around as far as teams go and the reason for picking particular ball games. I'm doing all of the opening day games, and the one that we have coming up next is the Chicago White Sox in Boston visiting the Red Sox. That will be our 6th and final. I'm sorry, that's not true. Our 4th, why did I say 6? Our 4th and final opening day contest. Then we're going to move a little bit later in the schedule. So, with all of that as preamble, I'll be taking a break at certain points during the video to show you certain pieces of the inside pitch game mechanic in case you are not familiar with it and may want to pick up the game for yourself. So, with all of that said, let's get to the starting lineups for today's game. For the visiting Cleveland Indians, leading off in center field, it's Vic Davalillo. Batting second and third base, it's Max Alvis. Batting third in left field, Leon Daddy Wags Wagner. Batting fourth at first base, it's Fred Whitfield. Batting fifth in right field, Chuck Hinton. Rocky Colavito did not start this game today, but he did in real life appear as a pinch hitter. Batting sixth, it's Gus Gill at second base. Batting seventh, it's Duke Sims behind the plate. And batting eighth, it's Larry Brown at shortstop. And on the mound, sudden Sam McDowell. For the homestanding Kansas City Athletics, leading off and playing shortstop is Bert Campaneris. Batting second in right field, Mike Hirschberger. Batting third at first base, Danny Cater. Batting fourth at third base, Sal Bando. Batting fifth in left field, Joe Rudy. Batting sixth at second base, Dick Green. Batting 7th in center field, Joe Nasick. Batting 8th behind the plate, it's Phil Roof. And batting 9th, it's the pitcher, Jim Nash. All right, so we are ready to get rolling. Jim Nash finishing his warm-up tosses. And here we go. Vic Davalillo stands in to face Mr. Nash. And call that a 2. All right, so here we go. There we are. 2-4 against the left-hander Davalillo is a K+, which is a lot more than you're going to need to strike out Vic Davalillo. He is a 5. Oh, and I didn't tell you about the ballpark. Municipal Stadium in Kansas City adds 1 to the strikeout numbers, adds 1 to the walk numbers, and subtracts 2 from the home run numbers in 1967. All right, so with that, Vic Davalillo swings and misses at some high cheese for out number 1. And we are underway in Kansas City. Now it's Max Elvis against Mr. Nash. 4-5 is an error on the throw. Check. And 6-1 is a star line 3. That's grounded to second base. And that's Dick Green country. He is an E3. And we're going to say that's way too high for that. So Dick Green makes the play to Danny Cater for out number 2. And here comes Leon Daddy Wags Wagner for Cleveland. 242 for Leon in 67. The pitch from Nash is a 1-6. That's a strikeout chance. We look at Nash as a righty. We look at the 6, and we look at Wagner's strikeout number, and that is a swing and a miss on more Jim Nash high cheese. We've played 1 inning, and we have no score in Kansas City. Here comes Sam McDowell ready to take on the Kansas City A's. It'll be Campaneris, Hirschberger, and Cater in the first inning for the Athletics. The pitch to Campy is a 4-3 on McDowell's card. It's a hit by pitch chance. We look at Campaneris. It's an 8. His hit by pitch number is an 8. McDowell's number doesn't change that, so it is not a hit by pitch. We re-roll on Campy's card, and it's ground ball to Larry Brown at short. And I'm not talking about the Washington Redskins running back. He makes the throw to Fred Whitfield at first base, and there's 1 gone in the bottom of the first. McDowell's pitch to Hirschberger now is a 1-4. That's a walk chance. We'll look at Mike's walk number. Way too high. So Mike's going to re-roll on his card. 5-6 is a bouncer towards second. Knocked down by Gus Gill, but he can't make a play. They're going to give Mike Hirschberger a generous score, and that is a infield single for him. And with 1 out, there's a man on for Danny Cater. There he is. Danny Cater hit 270, but only 4 homers on the 67 season. McDowell the stretch, and the pitch home to Cater is a 4-3. It's a hit by pitch chance. He's a 5. McDowell's number doesn't change that, so it's not going to be a hit by pitch. And Cater hits it in the air to right field. Under it, Chuck Hinton toward the line. He'll put the fly ball away for out number 2, and here comes Sal Bando. McDowell the stretch, and the pitch to Sal is a walk check. Left-handed pitcher, 13. We add 1, so it's an 11. Still not enough to walk Sal. So we're going to roll on his card. It's a 6-3. It's a bounding ball in the infield, knocked down by Larry Brown, but that's going to be it. Bando's going to leg out that single on the infield, and Hirschberger slides into second safely. There are 2 Athletics on with 2 outs now for left fielder Joe Rudy, who was in the middle of at the beginning of an inauspicious start to his career As you can see with the 186 average in 1967, McDowell the stretch and the pitch. It's a 1-3, it's a walk check. And he does walk him on the 9. We add 1 for Municipal Stadium, and the bases are dripping with athletics due to McDowell's wildness and a couple of infield hits. So we got Dick Green coming up, 2 outs, bases dripping, and McDowell in a jam. The stretch and the delivery to Green. It's a strikeout check. Hey, blew him away. And McDowell gets out of the first inning trouble. We've played 1 complete, and we have no score in Kansas City. Out of the second, Jim Nash will face Fred Whitfield, Chuck Hinton, and Gus Gill. 4, 5, 6 batters in the Cleveland lineup. We have no score. Pitch. Whoa. Dice are flying. It's a 2-3. Error on a grounder. Check. 5-3 is a star line 6. That's hit in the air to right field, so we don't have a grounder. Under it is Mike Hirschberger, and he puts it away for out number 1. Chuck Hinton comes to the plate. Sort of a jack of all trades. As you can see from his positions played, in fact, some years he played even more positions than that. The pitch to him, it's a walk check for Nash. It's a 19. We look at Hinton's right-handed card, we add 1. So it's a 12, so it's still not a 19, so we're going to roll on Chuck's card. Ground ball, third base, Sal Bando collects it and throws to Danny Cater for 2 outs. 2 gone in the top of the second. And now Gus Gill. Nobody aboard. Gus Gill not starting out an auspicious offensive campaign. Only a $1.15 on his 1967 season, but somehow he snaked his way into 51 games. The pitch, 2-6, that is a ballpark check, so we're going to look at Municipal Stadium. And re-roll. 5-5 is a star line 5. And the star line is here. It's a ground ball to Bert Campaneris. Campy fires to Cater. And it's a 1-2-3 second. The Indians are retired. We go to the bottom of 2, and we have no score in Kansas City. Sam McDowell hoping for a little easier second inning. He'll face Nossick, Roof, and Nash, the bottom third of the Kansas City lineup here on opening day, April 7th, 1967. Big doings in Kansas City. The pitch is a 6-6. It's a walk check. Nossick, the 12, is way too high. So McDowell doesn't walk him. The pitch, or the swing by Nossick, is hit on the ground to Gus Gill. He throws to Fred Whitfield, and there's 1 gone. I know I'm going to call Fred Whitfield Terry Whitfield, and it annoys me that I'm going to do that, but I'm just warning you, I will be doing that in the course of this game. Terry, of course, a Giants outfielder in the 70s. Even though I know who Fred Whitfield was, he had good pop for a lefty first baseman in the 60s. Phil Roof, speaking of not having good pop, foul ball. Wild pitch check is a foul ball with nobody aboard. The pitch is a 4-1. That's a strikeout check. And we add 1. That's a 16. It's still not a 19. So Roof swings, and we have a question mark 7. It's hit to left. And on the run is Leon Wagner. He's going to make the catch by the left field line, and there's 2 gone in the third. That'll bring up Jim Nash with 2 outs and nobody aboard, and Jim Nash was not setting any offensive records for himself in 1967, but let's see what happens here. McDowell winds and delivers to Nash. It's a 4-2. That's an error on a throw check. Nash swings and hits it on the ground to Fred Whitfield at first base. And Whitfield's error number is a 4, so he's going to flip it to Jim Nash. And he does successfully to retire Nash 3-1 if you're scoring at home, and if you are, my goodness. We go to the third, no score in this one. Between these battles, this battle of 1967 also ran Duke Sims, Larry Brown, and Sam McDowell. Bottom third of the Cleveland order in the third. Jim Nash winds and delivers to Sims. It's a strikeout check. 16, adding 1 makes it 13, and so it's not going to be a strikeout. The Duke swings and hits it high to right field. It's going to drive Mike Hirschberger back a few steps, but he's going to make the catch for out number 1 in the third inning for Cleveland. Here's Larry Brown looking for Charlie Haraway and Billy Kilmer, no doubt. No, he's not. It's not that Larry Brown. Settle down. Put the gun down. I know it's not football. Jim Nash winds and the pitch to Brown. It's a walk check, 16. We add 1, that's a 14. It's still not a walk. Nash is trying to walk these guys, but they're just refusing. Brown swings, hits it not deep to right field. Hirschberger is under it, and there are 2 down. And here comes McDowell. Cleveland still looking for their first base runner of the ballgame with 2 outs in the third. Nash, the pitch. It's a walk plus. And we add 10 because of the plus to McDowell's number, and that's an 11. And we got a 4, and that's going to be a base on balls. So Jim Nash allows his first base runner on cue as Sam McDowell draws a walk. And so with 2 outs, it'll be Vic Davalillo coming up with Sudden Sam on first base. Davalillo's 0 for 1. The pitch from Nash is a 5-2. Wild pitch check. It's a 17. Wild pitch. No, it's too high. So, foul ball. Another shot for Jim Nash. Walk plus. We got to roll a die. It's a 9, and that walks him. So 2 walks in a row for Nash. 2 on with 2 outs, and now it'll be Max Alvis. We hit 21 dongs in 1967. He's 0 for 1 in this game. Indians looking for their first hit. They got their first base runners. Alvis is 0 for 1. The pitch, 3-2. It's a home run check. It's a 20. That won't be a home run. Nope. Not on Nash's card, so we stop there and roll on Max Alvis's card. It's a 5-2. It's a base hit to left. First hit of the game. Now, we got McDowell cruising, if that's the expression I'm looking for, to third base. His base running is a 1. The left fielder is Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy's arm in left field is a -1. And it's a +1 on the chart, and there are 2 outs. That's going to make it +2. So he's a 2 coming home. They are going to wave Sudden Sam, I believe. 3-2. He holds. He holds at third. So the bases are dripping with Indians. And now it'll be Leon Wagner with 2 outs in the top of the third. Leon 0 for 1. The pitch is a strikeout check for Nash. It's a 14. It's a 12 on Wagner's card. Won't be a strikeout. He needed one. He didn't get it. The pitch to Wagner. Wagner swings and delivers a blow to right field. Hirschberger back. He's going to tie a record held by many by making all 3 putouts in this inning. And that will retire the Indians in the third. We played 2.5. We still have no score in Kansas City. Top of the order for Kansas City in the bottom of the third will be Campaneris, Hirschberger, and Cater. McDowell winds and delivers a 4-2 error on the throw, check. 3-3. Question mark 7, so it's hit to the outfield. It's a left-handed batter. It's left-handed pitcher. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Campy is aboard with a single. And he's ready to cause some trouble on the base paths. Alrighty. So let's collect what we know here. Hold rating for McDowell is a 0. Attempt for Campaneris is a 9. All right. So we're going to roll our D20. Nine or less, he's going. He's going. All right, so we have a stolen base number of a 15. The pitcher's stolen base number is -4, so that knocks him down to an 11. Duke Sims' throwing arm is a +1, so that bumps him to a 12. All right, so we're rolling our D20. 1 to 12, he's going to be in there safely. He is safe. Campy steals second base, and that's big for the Athletics. They've got a man in scoring position with nobody out. Now it's Hirschberger. Hirschberger is a 2-bunter. It is tempting to have him lay one down, but not gonna. McDowell the stretch. He checks Campy at second. The pitch to Mike Hirschberger. Strikeout check. 15. We add 10. Actually, we add 11 because of the stadium, so we're up to a 16. Hirschberger swings and misses at some Sam McDowell gas. And that is strikeout number 2 for Sam, and it's 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's Cater. Campy still at second. McDowell the stretch. The pitch to Cater is a 6-3. That's a ballpark check. Here's Municipal Stadium. Starline 4. Ground ball, Larry Brown. He eludes Sonny Jurgensen and throws to Fred Whitfield at first base, and there are 2 down in the Athletics' 3rd, and here comes Sal Bando kicking off a 192 season for Sal. McDowell the stretch one more time. Bando's singled in the 1st. The pitch to Sal Bando is a wild pitch, check. And McDowell fires a wild pitch to the screen. That's going to send Campaneris to 3rd and leave McDowell up there. Leave Bando up there. Campaneris at 3rd, 2 outs. Bando ahead in the count. The pitch from McDowell is a 3-6 with a 7. It's a K+ chance, and that's going to be more than enough to blow away Sal Bando with some gas. So McDowell allows the leadoff single to Campaneris, but gets out of the mess with a pair of strikeouts. We've played 3 complete. We have no score in Kansas City. We got a good one on opening day between these 2 Titans of 1967. Fred Whitfield leads off for Cleveland in the 4th inning. He'll be followed by Chuck Hinton and Gus Gill. Whitfield 0 for 1. The pitch from Nash, 3-3. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. That's number 3 for Jim Nash. 1 gone in the 4th. Whitfield couldn't catch up to the gas. Chuck Hinton up. Chuck is 0 for 1. Cleveland only has 1 hit. Max Alvis owns it. And the Athletics have 3 hits. 1 for Campy, 1 for Hirschberger, and 1 for Bando. Pitch to Hinton is a 1-5. That is a strikeout check, but way too high with an 18. So Chuck swings, and it's a 3-5 hit in the air to left field. Under it is Joe Rudy, and he puts it away for out number 2. Now it's Gus Gill hitting 6th with what will become a crisp 115. But it was a hard 115 batting average. He was hitting shots all over the field. He just had a couple of bad days. The pitch. 3-4, Jim Nash. Strikeout check. We got a 6. He struck him out, and that's strikeout number 4 for Nash in a 1-2-3 4th inning. We've played 3.5, and we have no score in KC. Sam McDowell out to face Rudy Green and Nosek in the Athletics 4th. See if Sam can keep up the heat. Rudy walked back in the 1st. The pitch to Joe. 4-1 is a strikeout check. It's a 12. We add 1. Not enough. Rudy swings and hits it in the air to right field. Under it is Chuck Hinton for out number 1. Coming up now, Dick Green, a crisp 198 average for Dick. He struck out in the 1st. The pitch from McDowell is a 6-5. That's a strikeout plus 13. Hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 4 for Sudden Sam. 2 gone in the 4th, and now it'll be Nosek. Joe Nosek, of course, later became a Brewers third base coach, I believe, for Del Crandall. Was it first base? One of those two. I got some of my facts right. I know that. You can count on me for getting some of the facts. That's what you get. I promise you, I will know some of the facts. Nosek, 0 for 1. The pitch. Strikeout check. It's a 12. No. Too low. Nosek swings and hits it on the ground. It's a comebacker to Sam McDowell. He takes a couple steps toward Freddie Whitfield and tosses him the ball. And that'll retire the Athletics in the 4th. We've played 4 complete. We've got no score. We got a barn burner in KC. We got a barn burner. The barn is actually on fire. Top of the 5th, Duke Sims, Larry Brown, who's looking for Roland McDowell that'll knock his block off in practice. And Sam McDowell, 7-8-9 for the Cleveland Indians. The pitch. Duke Sims. Walk check because he's a lefty. 17 is too high. Duke swings and hits it on the ground to Dick Green. He throws to Danny Cater, and there's 1 gone in the 5th. This game is starting to have an extra innings feel to it to me. Larry Brown, 0 for 1. The pitch, 5-3 is a range play. Get to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell gas. It's a range check. Hit in the air to center field. Joe Nosek. His range is a 3. That's otherwise known as not good when you're playing center field. 1, 2, or 3 is going to make the catch. He makes the catch. Joe Nosek holds on. 2 gone, and here's Sam McDowell. He walked in the 3rd. The pitch. 3-5 is a ballpark check. Base hit up the middle for Sam McDowell. You cannot stop Sam McDowell. You can only try and contain him. He's on with 2 outs for Vic Davalillo. He walked in the 3rd. He singled in the 5th. Not Vic. I'm talking about Sam. Vic is 0 for 1 with a walk. Nash, the stretch, the pitch. It's a walk check. It's a 10. Too high. Davalillo swings. Starline 3, that's hit on the ground to Dick Green. He's going to go the short way to Campy covering second. And that retires the side. We've played 4.5. We're halfway through this one. But we've decided nothing. There is no score. All right, bottom of the fifth, Phil Roof, Jim Nash, and then the top with Bert Campaneris. 8-9 hitters for Kansas City. McDowell winds and delivers a 1-6. That's a ballpark check. 2-5 hit in the air to center. Under it is Vic Davalio for out number 1. There are a stunning number of players in this ball game with Milwaukee Brewer connections, and the Brewers didn't even exist in 1967. But I got Max Elvis, Gus Gill, Mike Hirschberger, Joe Nosek, Phil Roof, and a couple of guys on the bench. We got 5 future Brewers and counting. Not good Brewers, not memorable Brewers, but Brewers nonetheless. 1 out, bottom of the fifth, Jim Nash against McDowell. The pitch. 3-2 is a range play. Get to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell gas. We're gonna die. Ground ball, first base. That is Freddie Whitfield. And I'm not expecting good things from his range. It's a 3. And it's by him. It's by Fred Whitfield. Into right field. And it's going to be extra bases. A double for Nash with 1 out. Nash says, I'm not getting any support. I'm going to do it myself, even though I have a crisp 100 seasonal batting average. Now it's Campaneris with a man in scoring position. McDowell in yet another pickle. Campy's 1 for 2. McDowell the stretch checks Nash, who's not going anywhere, and it's a walk check, and he does in fact walk Campaneris. 2 on now with 1 out for Mike Hirschberger and his .254 average with no power. 1 for 2 in the game. McDowell the stretch, and the pitch to Hirschberger is a 2-5. That's a strikeout check. Here's a 7. Even with 1 more, he does not strike him out. Almost, but not quite. Let's see what Hirschberger does here. It's a 4-5 comebacker. McDowell gloves it. Now, he turns and he's looking for Larry Brown for a screen pass over the middle. No, he's not looking for Larry Brown. But Larry Brown has a +1 on the turn, on the pivot. So look at our DP numbers. It's a 0 here, it's a 2 here, so that's a 2. We add Brown's number, that's a 3. We subtract 1 because it was hit to the pitcher, so he's back to a 2. So let's see if Sam and Larry Brown can get together on turning this thing. They do not. It's a fielder's choice. Campaneris retired at second on the fielder's choice. Nash goes to third. And Hirschberger's safe at first on the fielder's choice. So it's first and third with 2 outs for Cater. Athletics still with a golden chance to get on the board and take the lead. McDowell the stretch. The pitch is a 5-4. Uh-oh. Home run check. 16 for Cater, but Cater had a down year with the power. That's not going to get out of here. So what we have to do when we don't get a home run, we treat it like a blank, so we re-roll on Cater's card. 5-2 base hit. Off McDowell's glove. That's going to be a base hit. That scores Nash. It's 1-0 Athletics. Hirschberger runs to second. He is a 4 base runner. And he is going to go to third as it squirts up the middle. So the Athletics have men at first and third again with 2 outs, and they have a 1-0 lead. McDowell in some trouble. The Indians are going to get the bullpen active. It'll be Culver, the right-hander. No, it's not. It's going to be Pena, the right-hander, and Bob Allen, the left-hander. Double-barreled action, just the way I like it, in the Cleveland bullpen. 2 outs, though. Bando up. Athletics at the corners. 1 for 2 is Sal on the day. McDowell the stretch, the pitch to Bando. We have a strikeout check. That's a 14. It's not low enough. Bando swings, and it's a star line 3 that's hit on the ground to Max Alvis. He goes the short way to Gus Gill covering second, and that will retire the Athletics, but they score 1 on a couple of hits, and they leave 2. After 5 complete, it's 1-0 Kansas City over Cleveland on opening day, April 11th, 1967. Max Alvis, Leon Wagner, and Freddie Whitfield, 2, 3, 4 batters for the Indians in inning number 6. Starting to think about fatigue, stamina. Nash can face 27 batters before fatigue becomes an issue. Can become an issue. He has faced 19 to this point. Top of the 6th, 1-0 Kansas City. The pitch to Alvis. So 4-1. That's a home run check for Max Alvis. 16. It's going to be not enough. He swings, and it's a 5-3 hit in the air to left. Not deep. Rudy under it, and there's 1 down. 1 more biscuit for breakfast, and Max Alvis jerks 1 out of here. But no, Jim Nash shutting down the Indians. Wagner's 0 for 2. The pitch. Strikeout check. That's an 8. That's more than enough. And he struck him out on gas. 2 down in the 6th. Now it's Freddie Whitfield 0 for 2. The cleanup batter with 9 dongs and a crisp 218. But again, shots all over the field. The pitch from Nash. Error on the throw check. It's a 2 for our error number, so I think we might have 1. 3-4. Hit in the air to left. We're not going to have a throw. Under it is Rudy, and it's a 1-2-3 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Kansas City. McDowell's got to dig deep, hold the Athletics where they're at, and hope his offense wakes up. Only 2 hits for the Indians so far, and Sam's got 1 of them. Rudy, Green, and Nosek coming up in the bottom of the 6th for Kansas City, and I'm dropping dice left and right. The pitch from McDowell is a 5-5. It's a wild pitch check, so it's a foul ball. 4-5. Strikeout check, and it's a 1. Hey, struck him out, and 5 strikeouts now for Sam on the day. Green coming up. Dick Green, 0 for 2 with a pair of whiffs. He's going for the hat trick. The pitch. Strikeout check. He gets the hat trick. 6 strikeouts for McDowell. Next time up, we're shooting for the golden sombrero. Nosek up with 2 outs and nobody aboard for Kansas City. Joe is 0 for 2, but at least he's made contact. Dick Green, I'm looking at you. The pitch. 6-5, strikeout plus. Spoke too soon. Bumps it to a 21, actually. A 17, not high enough. Sam McDowell strikes out the side. We go to the 7th, and we have a 1-0 Kansas City lead. I'm still feeling extra innings in this game. I don't know why. All right, so Hinton, top of the 7th. Hinton, Gill, and Sims. Coming up for Cleveland, 0 for 2 for Chuck. We're in the 7th. The pitch from Nash. 4-3. Strikeout check, 17. Too high. Pitch to Chuck is a 3-5. That's hitting the air to left. Joe Rudy one more time. Makes the catch. One gone. Joe Rudy's made 3 of the last 4 putouts. The pitch to Gus Gill. Gus Gill is 0 for 2, and he hasn't come close. He's got a pair of broken bats to show for it. The pitch from Nash is a strikeout check. That's a 12. Oh, he just missed striking out. Instead, he breaks his bat and hits it to center field. Under it is Joe Nosek. And there's 2 gone. Now we got Duke Sims, who's 0 for 2. But Duke could put a charge into one if Nash hangs one. The pitch from Nash to Duke Sims is a walk check, and he does walk Duke Sims on the walk plus. Man on with 2 outs for Larry Brown, who's wondering where George Allen went. And he's 0 for 2. On deck is McDowell. Will they pinch hit for McDowell if Brown reaches? We'll see. The pitch. 4-4 is a could be gone. Larry Brown, no, not enough. Didn't need his Wheaties. The pitch. 5-5 ground ball. Sal Bando goes to Green, the short way to retire the side. We've played 6.5, and it's time to stretch them out in Kansas City. 1-0 Athletics. We had a good one on opening day. 1967, baby. Summer of Love. Phil Roof, 0 for 2. Jim Nash, 1 for 2. Bert Campaneris, 1 for 2. 8-9-1 coming up in the bottom of the 7th. McDowell will hit his fatigue. Allen and Pena are ready in the bullpen. But he leads off the 8th, so they'd love to get him through the inning. The pitch to Roof is a 2-2. Ballet, anyone? Error on a grounder. Error on a grounder. We got to do an error check. If it's hit on the ground, Roof hits it on the ground. It's Max Alvis, 16. Is going to be way too high for Max Alvis's 8 error range. Error check, so Alvis gloves it to his left. He plants and throws to Whitfield for out number 1. Jim Nash comes to the plate, 1 for 2. He scored the Athletics run. He's doing it all after the game. He's going to drive everybody home. Yep, they're going to let him bat. Here we go. The pitch to Nash from McDowell is he's a righty, so that's open. Nash swings and hits it on the ground to Freddie Whitfield. He's going to take it unassisted for out number 2. And here's Campy, Bert Campaneris. 1 for 2 with a walk, stole a base. McDowell the wind and the delivery. 3-5 strikeout check. That's a 12, not low enough. Campy swings and hits it in the air to left. And it's going to drop for a base hit in front of Leon Wagner. It's going to bring up Hirschberger with Campaneris at first again. He's going to try for the jump to get himself in scoring position, because I'll tell you what, Mike Hirschberger ain't hitting no extra base hits, you know what I mean? All right, Campaneris working on his lead. He needs a 9 or better, or less, 9 or less. He does not get the lead, so Hirschberger's going to have to try and muscle up. McDowell the stretch. Hirschberger 1 for 3 of the pitch. Space hit up the middle on the fatigue check. Campaneris around second. He's going to go to third. And that's going to do it for Mr. McDowell. There are Athletics at the corners and Danny Cater coming up. McDowell's day is done. We're going to get a double switch here, I do believe. The new pitcher will be Orlando Pena. But I'll tell you about McDowell first. 6 2/3 innings. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 1. He allowed 1 run so far. It's earned. But 2 runners on base are his responsibility. Campaneris at third. Hirschberger at first. Seven strikeouts for McDowell. 1 walk. And no home runs allowed. So McDowell deserved a better fate. But that's where we're at. Pena's in. He was a starter for the Athletics, actually, earlier in the 60s. He was 0-4 with 8 saves and a .359 earned run average. He pitched 90 innings for the Indians in 67. He's facing Danny Cater, a right-handed batter. And they're going to replace him in the bullpen, Pena, that is, in the bullpen with... Oh, boy. With, oh, boy. With George Culver. All right, so Cater's 1 for 3. Athletics at the corners, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The Athletics are looking for insurance. Pena the stretch. He checks the runners. The pitch. Hit by pitch check. Cater is a 5. The number is a 9. Pena's a -1. It's not a hit by pitch. Cater swings and hits it on the ground to Freddie Whitfield. He's going to flip it to Pena covering, and that will retire the Athletics in the 7th. They fail to score on 2 hits and leave 2. So Pena does his job, and we're going to the top of the 8th. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for Pena. Coming up will be Rocky Colavito, who they're hoping is going to put a charge into one against Jim Nash. Colavito hits for Pena. He's in the 9 spot. Then we go to the top of the order. It'll be Vic Davalillo and then Max Alvis. We're in the top of the 8th. Jim Nash, his last batter with normal fatigue. So the Athletics are going to get their bullpen going a little late, but better late than never. It'll be Diego Segui, and Jack Aker. Pair of right-handers. All right, here we go. Nash winds and delivers to Colavito. Walk plus is a 17. He walks him. Tying run is aboard. Davalillo is up. He certainly can lay one down. Play for the win on the road, they say. They're down a run. I'm not going to play for the win. I'm going to play for the tie because the offense has been awful. Nash, the stretch, the pitch to Davalillo. He squares to bunt. Uh-oh. It's a strikeout. Check. We cut it in half and round down. It's not a strikeout. So we go on to the... First of all, we got to see where it's hit to. It's bunted to the pitcher. Oh, I need a D20. It's a 19. He's a 3. It's bunted too hard back to the pitcher, and Nash gloves it. This could be 2. Nash, his double play is a 0. Davalillo is a 1. We subtract 1, so that gets it back to a 0. Can't turn it. So they're going to turn and throw to Campaneris to force Colavito at second, but Davalillo will reach on the fielder's choice. Now it's Alvis, one gone in the Cleveland 8th inning. Nash takes a deep breath and gets ready for Max Alvis. Davalillo at first. Nash the stretch. The pitch to Max Alvis is a 2-1. That's open because he's not a left-handed batter. Alvis swings, and it's a star line 1. Hit in the air to left toward the line. It's Joe Rudy, and he's got it for out number 2. Here comes Wagner as Davalillo returns to first base. Daddy Wags is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Nash the stretch, and the delivery is a 5-4. Base hit up the middle. Because Nash is fatigued, it's a base hit up the middle. Checking Davalillo's speed. He is a 3, and I think he's going to go... if I could get the right chart, I think he's going to... No, he's going to stop at second. So there's 2 on with 2 outs now for Fred Whitfield. And the Athletics don't have a lefty in the bullpen. They do not have a lefty in the bullpen, so they're going to stick with Nash. Maybe a problem. Whitfield's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. There's 2 outs in the 8th. Davalillo's at second. Wagner's at first. The pitch. Double question marks. Base hit up the middle for Whitfield. Davalillo is going to come around third, and he's going to score. We got a tie game at 1. Wagner is around second, and he will hold. He will hold at second. It's a 1-1 ball game, and that's going to do it for Nash. He didn't get the job completely done because the Athletics don't have a lefty I trust, and so here comes the bullpen. Diego Segui coming on for Nash. Two on, 2 outs in the 8th. We're tied at 1. Akers still throwing in the bullpen. Hinton at the plate, 0 for 3. The pitch to Chuck. Walk check, but it's a 20, way too high. He didn't walk him. Hinton swings, and it's a hit by pitch. No, wait. Hinton swings, and it's hit on the ground to Campaneris. He's going to go the short way to Green and retire the Indians in the 8th, but they get 1 on 2 hits and leave 2. Let me give you Nash's numbers on the game. 7 2/3 innings. He allowed 4 hits, all of them singles. He walked 2. He walked 3. He walked 3. He struck out 5. He allowed 1 run. It's earned. He will not get a decision in this ball game. So we're going to get a double switch of sorts. Colavito's going to stay in the game and play right field. Hinton made the last out of the inning, so he will be taken out. And the new pitcher for the Indians will be George Culver. Culver will face Rudy Green, Bando, Rudy, and Green, righty in the bottom of inning number 8. We have a 1-1 ball game on opening day. All right, Bando 1 for 3. Pitch from Culver. Strikeout check, but it's a 20. Too high. Bando swings, and it's a star line 4. Hit on the ground to Max Alvis, who collects it and throws to Fred Whitfield at first. And there's one man out in the bottom of the 8th. Joe Rudy up. Joe is 0 for 2. The pitch from Culver is a 5-3. That is open. The swing from Rudy is a Starline 6. Grounded to Larry Brown. He shakes off Kurt Knight and throws to Fred Whitfield, and there are 2 down. And here's Dick Green, who's going for the golden sombrero. He's got 3 strikeouts. Be a man, Dick. Get the 4th one. Here we go. Culver's pitch. 2-3. Range play. Get to the kitchen. Oh, my God, I smell gas. It's a range check. Line drive at second baseman Gus Gill. Gus Gill has a range of 3. It's by him for a base hit. With 2 outs, Dick Green breaks up the golden sombrero attempt with a single. And now it's Joe Nosek, who hit a crisp 205, but somehow got his way into 87 ball games in 1967. So, what are they going to do here? They're going to go to Jimmy Gosker to pinch hit for Nosek and pray that Gosker can find a gap somewhere. So Gosker pinch hits for Nosek. 2 outs. Gosker at 242. 5 dongs. Major power. The pitch from Culver. 5-3 is open. Gosker swings, hits it in the air to right. Under it, Rocky Colavito, who puts it away for out number 3. And we're going to the 9th, tied at 1. Gosker will go on and play center field with as much verve and elan as Joe Nosek did. Diego Segui is back out. And if Gus Gill is allowed to bat, I'm going to light myself on fire. So, we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to hit the bench. Lee May, the other Lee May, the one with the E at the end of his name, is going to pinch hit for Gus Gill to lead off the 9th inning for Cleveland. Segui winds and delivers to Lee May, hit 258, the pitch. It's a walk check. It's a +1. That's not enough. May swings, and it's a Starline 4. Hit on the ground to Dick Green. He throws to Cater for out number 1. Now it's Duke Sims. Got the power to put another run on the board for the Indians. Duke is 0 for 2. The pitch. Walk plus. And it is indeed a walk for Duke Sims. 1 on with 1 out. And we might just see a pinch runner here. Yes, we are. It's going to be Chico Simone running for Duke Sims. And he just might get the call to go play second base for Gus Gill. In the bottom of the inning. Larry Brown is due up. Oh my God, he's a 227 hitter, so I'm going to pinch hit for him with Joe Askew, who will be the new catcher in the bottom of the inning. But who could also hit into a rally-killing, soul-crushing double play. So we'll see how this goes. Segui, the stretch. Brown ends his day 0 for 3. The pitch to Askew is a homer check. Right-handed batter? No, he doesn't get it. 4-3, Starline 5, hit in the air to center. Under it is Jimmy Gosker, and he puts it away for out number 2. That'll bring up Calavito with 2 outs and a man aboard in the 9th. All right, Siggy. Chico Simone still at first. 2 outs. The pitch to the Rock. Hit by pitch, but way too high. So the Rock's going to get a swing. And hit on the ground. Dick Green. He throws to Danny Cater, and that'll retire the Indians in the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th with the Athletics with a chance to walk this thing off. 1-1 ball game. Culver back out for inning number 2. In the Indians' bullpen is Bob Allen, where he has been most of the afternoon, and he is joined by Stan Williams, former Yankee. All right, so Simone goes in to play second base. Askew goes in to catch. And we need a shortstop for Cleveland, and that's going to be Pedro Gonzalez. And I think they're going to get a little bit, well, no, they're not going to take out Rocky Calavito. No, they're not going to do that. All right, so Gonzalez will bat in the 6th spot, and Lee May is out of the game, so Gonzalez will play short in the bottom of the 9th. Here we go. For the Athletics, it's Roof, Segui, and then the top of the order with Campaneris. So the Athletics are looking at their bench and going, yikes. Leading off for Kansas City will be a pinch hitter. It's going to be John Donaldson. Roof hit 205 and 67. Donaldson hit 276. So Donaldson, a left-handed batting infielder, will bat for Roof. Facing Culver. Culver winds and delivers. A 6-2 is a double question mark. 17 is too high. And so it's open. Donaldson swings and hits it off of Whitfield's glove. It trickles into right field. Is Donaldson going to try and take 2? He is not. He stops at first with the single, and he's aboard. The winning run is right there for Kansas City. Now coming to the plate will be a backup first baseman who played there actually a fair amount, Ramon Ray Webster. Is going to bat. He's got some pop. He cannot bunt. So they're going for the win. And that's going to bring out Cleveland manager, I believe it was Joe Adcock in 67. So Bob Allen is going to get the call, the left-handed reliever, to replace Culver and face Ray Webster potentially. Culver went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, and that's it on his line. Bob Allen was 0-5 with 5 saves and a .298 earned run average in 1967. And let's see if they want to do something clever here, like get someone out there who can bunt. And they do. It's going to be Ken Suarez pinch hitting for Ray Webster. Backup catcher. And a bunter. So Allen in the stretch. Checks Donaldson at first. And the pitch is a 2-6. That is open. So we're going to go right to the bunt chart. It's a 1. He is a 5 bunter. They're playing in, of course, and so doesn't matter. He gets the bunt down. It's back to Allen. Allen turns and throws to Chico Simone covering first, and the bunt moves Donaldson to second base. Winning run at second base, 180 feet away, and now it's Campaneris. That's going to bring out the Cleveland manager one more time. And that's it for Bob Allen, who went 1/3 of an inning, and that is it. And now it's Stan Williams. Stan Williams, a right-hander, to face Campaneris. 6-4 with 1 save, 2.62 earned run average in 79 innings. So he's on to face Campaneris, who's 2 for 3 with a walk. On deck, Mike Hirschberger. All right. So the ball game is at second base. There's 1 out. Campaneris up. The pitch from Stan Williams. 3-6 is a ballpark check. Ground ball third. That's Max Alvis. He's going to throw to Whitfield, and there's 2 down in the bottom of the 9th, and it's all up to Mike Hirschberger. Stan Williams trying to get this thing to the 10th inning. Hirschberger's 2 for 4. If he goes 3 for 5, the game's over. Williams, Donaldson working on his lead at second base. Williams, the stretch. Cater is on deck. The pitch to Hirschberger. 6-2 is a strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. And we're going to have an extra inning ball game today. We're going to the 10th with the score tied at 1. Okay, so substitutions for Oakland. Suarez will go in and catch. The new pitcher will be Aker. And Aker will bat in the number 8 spot of the batting order. So here we go. Tell you about Segui. Diego Segui went inning and a third, walked a batter, and that's it. Top of the order for Cleveland in the 10th, it'll be Davalillo, Alvis, and Wagner. If you're thinking about the bench, it's Vern Fuller and Willie Smith. They're the 2 that are left, a righty batter and a lefty batter. Davalillo is up. He's 0 for 3. He scored the Cleveland run back in the 8th. The pitch from Aker is a strikeout check, but no. So Davalillo swings. And it's launched into the gap. Vic Davalillo, it cuts down and splits Hirschberger and Gosker. And Davalillo has a leadoff double in the 10th. Max Alvis coming up. He's 1 for 4. Cleveland with a golden chance to take the lead. On deck, Leon Wagner. Aker the pitch. Strikeout check. It's a 17. Little too high. Alvis swings. And it's a 4-3. That's a star line 1. Ground ball hit to Danny Cater, who's going to flip to Aker covering as Davalillo advances to third base with 1 out. Now the infield moves in for the Athletics, and Leon Wagner comes to the plate. On deck is Fred Whitfield, and then Stan Williams. So a pinch hitter for Williams will be coming, if we get there. Meantime, it's Wagner. And it's tempting to walk him. There's 1 out, a man at third, lead run at third. We're in the top of the 10th. Yeah, they're going to walk him. They're going to walk Leon Wagner, and down to first base he goes. So first and third for Cleveland, and Fred Whitfield comes to the plate. Infield still in. Moving into the on-deck circle is Willie Smith. Whitfield 1 for 4. Aker the pitch. Walk check. But a 15 is too high. It's not a walk. Whitfield swings. Ground ball hit to short. All right, so let's see how this goes. It's hit to Campaneris. They can send Davalillo home, but Vic Davalillo is a 3 base runner. That knocks him down to a 1. I can't send him. So they're going to take the out on Whitfield at first base as Campaneris fires to Cater, and there are 2 down. Leon Wagner moves up to second base. And here comes Willie Smith to pinch hit for Stan Williams. On deck, Pedro Gonzalez. First base is open. They're going to pitch to Smith. Lead run at third, Davalillo. Insurance run on second, and Leon Wagner. Aker the stretch. The pitch home to Smith is a 2-2. It's open because he's a left-handed batter. Smith swings and hits it on the ground to Danny Cater. He's going to take it himself, and the Athletics get out of a major, major mess. That retires the Indians in the 10th. We go to the bottom of the 10th. It's tied at 1. All right, Stan Williams' day is done. We're going to get a new Indian pitcher. And it's going to be Steve Bailey. So Bailey will bat in the 5 spot. Looks like he was kind of a long man for the Indians. 31 relief appearances, 1 start. 2-5, 2 saves, 390 earned run average. And he is a right-hander. Cater, Bando, and Rudy, righty, in the bottom of the 10th for Kansas City. If you're wondering about the Kansas City bench, they have Ted Kubiak and Ozzie Chavarria left on their bench. And that's not a lot of firepower. My friends, We're just going to leave it at that. Not a lot of firepower. Okay. Bailey. Cater's 1 for 4. Bailey winds and delivers to Cater. That's open. And hitting the air to right field. Under it is Rocky Calavito for out number 1. Here comes Sal Bando. Joe Rudy on deck. Bailey winds and delivers. Strikeout check. 17's too high. Bando swings, and it's a star line 2. Hit on the ground to second. That's Chico Simone, who throws to Whitfield for out number 2. And now it's Rudy. 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. Pitch to Joe Rudy. 3-4 is a strikeout check. 17's too high. Rudy swings and hits it on the ground to Pedro Gonzalez, who throws to Whitfield, and that's out number 3 in the 10th. We're going to go to the 11th. The score is tied at 1 in this one, and really almost out of bench. Indians have 1 guy left. Athletics have 2. Gonzalez, Simone, and Askew coming up in the Indians' 11th. Tony Pierce, a left-hander, is throwing in the bullpen for Kansas City, and George Lazarick, a right-hander, is throwing as well. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. Pedro Gonzalez, the pitch from Akert, is open because Jack's not tired yet. And it's hit on the ground to Sal Bando. Sal gloves it, plants, throws to Cater, and there's 1 down. Now it's Simone, his first at bat. Pinch ran in the 9th. Chico only 227 in 67. Pitch from Akers, a 1-4, that's a walk. And that's a 12, and that's going to be a walk. Brings up Askew, the catcher. Aker, the stretch, the pitch. Strikeout plus. And he struck him out. 2 down. First strikeout for Jack. And now it'll be Calavito with Simone still at first. They're going to try and send him. No, they're not. Calavito gets a chance. Aker, the stretch, the pitch to the rock. Strikeout check. It's a 13. No. Calavito swings. It's a 3-5. It's a star line 4. Ground ball Bando. He fires to Cater, and the side is retired in the 11th. We go to the bottom of the 11th. We're still tied at 1. All right, so for the Athletics in the 11th, Bailey will face Green, Gosker, and a pinch hitter for Jack Aker. Dick Green can still get the golden sombrero. He's got 3 strikeouts. He's got a single. He racks up that K. He's wearing the sombrero. The pitch from Bailey is a 2-4. That's a ballpark. Ballpark check. Ground ball. He got a piece of it. Hit to Gonzalez. Pedro throws to Whitfield, and there's out number 1. Now it's Gosker. Jimmy, 0 for 1. Came on for Nosek in the 8th. The pitch for Bailey. From Bailey is a walk check, but that's a 17, which is too high. Gosker swings and hit on the ground to Chico Simone, he throws to Whitfield for out number 2. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter for Aker. Jack went 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 more intentional, 1 strikeout, no runs. The pinch hitter for Aker will be Kubiak. There are 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th. Bailey, the pitch. Open. Kubiak swings, and that is a star line 5. Ground ball, Max Alvis. He throws to Whitfield, and that retires the Athletics in the 11th. We go to the 12th. We're going 12. Vic Davalillo, Max Alvis, Leon Wagner coming up. We got a new Athletics pitcher coming on. We'll tell you about him. It's going to be Tony Pierce, who was 3-4 with 7 saves and a 304 earned run average in 97 innings. So he had himself some work. In 67. All right, so he will face Davalillo, Alvis, Wagner, lefty, righty, lefty. Pierce winds, and Davalillo is 1 for 4. The pitch to Vic. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. Pierce gets his first. 1 out in the 12th. Now it's Alvis. Max 1 for 5. The pitch from Pierce. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. That's number 2. And Leon Daddy Wags Wagner. 1 for 4 with an intentional walk in the 10th. The pitch. Range check. Get to the kitchen. It's a range check on the ballpark. Hit on the ground to second base. That's Dick Green. Dick Green is a 2 on range. It's a base hit. Wagner's on with a single. He's the go-ahead run. Here comes Fred Whitfield, facing a lefty, which is not his preference. Whitfield 1 for 5. The pitch. Range got to the kitchen. I smell gas. Range check. Hit on the ground a second. It's Dick Green again. A 3 or better, and Whitfield's on. It's a base hit. Base hit for Whitfield. Wagner will let's see. Let's check his speed. I think Leon's a 2. He is a 2. He stops at second. Now it'll be the pitcher, Bailey. And they're going to use their last pinch hitter. It's going to be Vern Fuller to pinch hit for Bailey. The cupboard, as they say, is now bare for the Indians. Fuller hit .223 on the season. Pierce in a jam. There's 2 on. Wagner at second, Whitfield at first. And 2 outs in the top of the 12th. Pierce the stretch. The pitch home to Fuller. Strikeout check, but it's a 20. Way too high. Fuller swings and pops it up. Wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Under it is Bert Campaneris on the infield dirt, and he takes it for out number 3. The Indians threaten but do not score in the 12th. We go to the bottom of the 12th, and it's a 1-1 ball game in Kansas City. Next, let's see, they hit for Bailey, so he's gone. The next Indians pitcher will be John O'Donohue, a lefty. He's their last bullpen guy. They're getting the starting pitchers after this. O'Donohue will bat in the 5 spot. And he will pitch to Suarez in the 9 hole, and then Campaneris, then Hirschberger, righty, righty, righty. All right. Suarez leading off the bottom of the 12th. He bunted successfully in the bottom of the 9th. We're tied at 1. The pitch. Strikeout check, but it's a 16. Hey, struck him out, and there's one gone. All right. Campaneris. Campy's 2 for 4 with a walk. 1 out, bottom of the 12th. The pitch from O'Donohue. Open. Campy swings and hits it to center field. Under it is Vic Davalillo, and there are 2 down. And here comes Hirschberger. Mike, 2 for 5. The pitch. Ballpark check. 1-3. Popped it up. Under it is Askew. He throws away the mask and makes the catch. And that retires the Athletics in the bottom of the 12th. We're going 13. We are going 13. It'll be Gonzalez, Simone, and Askew for the Indians. All right. And I think Pierce is done on the mound. So it's going to be Lazarick. Yeah. No, they're going to let Pierce go. So it's going to be Pierce facing Gonzalez, Simone, and Askew, a trio of right-handed hitters. All right. Pedro Gonzalez, 0 for 1 in the game. The pitch, 5-4, double question marks. It's a 3. That's open. Gonzalez swings, and it's hit in the air to center. Under it is Jimmy Gosker for out number 1 in the 13th inning. Simone comes to the plate. Chico walked back in the 11th. The pitch to him from Pierce is open. We got an 11 there. We open because he's a right-handed batter. 4-5. Ground ball hit to Campaneris. Campy gloves it and throws to Cater for out number 2. And now it's Askew. Askew 0 for 2. A pitch from Pierce. Foul ball. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out, and Pierce finishes his second inning of work. That retires the Indians in the 13th. We're going the bottom of the 13th. It'll be the meat, if that's the expression I'm looking for, of the Athletics order. The 3, 4, 5 hitters against O'Donohue. The lefty. Cater's a righty, Bando's a righty, and Rudy is a righty. All right. Bottom of the 13th. The pitch to Cater from O'Donohue is a walk check, but too high. Not a walk. Cater swings, and it's a base hit off of Gonzalez's glove. Cater's going to reach on an infield single. Now it's Bando. Now they could have him bunt here. But but I got a thing about cleanup batters bunting. So O'Donoghue's going to pitch to him. Bando's going to swing away. O'Donoghue the stretch. The pitch. Ballpark check. Base hit for Bando. Up the middle. Cater around second. He is a 3 on speed. -1. Davalillo's arm is a 0. So let's see what happens. 6. Uh-oh. Second die is a 5. Runner holds. Runner holds. So it's first and second with nobody out for Rudy. Now Rudy apparently can't bunt at all, which I don't believe, but that's the rating. So all right. Rudy's 0 for 4 with a walk. O'Donoghue in a huge jam, and there's really nobody left. They're going to start a starting pitcher warming up in the bullpen. It's going to be... Who is it going to be? It's going to be Steve Hargan. Rudy in there against O'Donoghue. The pitch to him. Range check. It's a range check on the ballpark. 3-3 question mark 9. He's gonna make the catch. Calavito makes the catch. Tagging is Cater at second base. -1. So it's Calavito's arm, which is a -1 against Cater, which is a 2. Nope, and he goes to third on the throw. So first and third, 1 out for Dick Green. All right. O'Donoghue's pitching to Green. Everybody's in at the corners. They could walk Green here and go after Gosker. They're not going to do it. The pitch. Single 1. He has faced 6 batters, not 7, so it's open. Green. Star line 3. It's hit to Alvis. Now, at third base, we have Cater, who is a 3. Alvis was playing in, so it's a -2. They can't do it. They can't send him home. Nope. He's going to make the play to first. Bando will advance to second, and there are 2 outs with runners at second and third now for Jimmy Gosker. This is O'Donoghue's 8th batter. He could be fatigued. Gosker's a lefty, though. I want that lefty-lefty matchup, so we'll see how it works. First base is open. 2 outs, bottom of the 13th, 1-1 game, winning run at third base in Danny Cater. The pitch. Open. Gosker swings, hit in the air to center, not deep. Vic Davalillo puts it away, and that will end the 13th inning. We go to the 14th inning with the score in Kansas City 1-1. All right. Pierce is done. No, he's not done. He's going to keep going because he leads off the 14th. So Colavito facing Pierce. Strikeout check. It's a 7. That's too high. The pitch is drilled to left for Colavito, and it's down into the corner. Rudy's got to go get it. Rattles around in the corner. Colavito's got a leadoff double. Colavito with a leadoff double, and now it's Davalillo coming to the plate. They're going to walk Davalillo with Pierce and then call on the reliever, George Lazarik, to come on the right-hander to face Alvis in the 14th. Getting to the end of the Athletics bullpen as well. All right, Alvis is up there. First and second. He can bunt. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. No, he's not going to do it. They're going to try and win the game. Or at least take the lead. Lazarik the stretch. The pitch to Alvis is a 2-3. That's a right. Get to the catch, and that's a range check. 4-2. Starline 4. Hit in the air to right. Under it is Hirschberger. Mike Hirschberger has a +1 arm. No, he has a -1 arm. I can't read my own writing. Colavito's a 2. He's holding. All right, now it's Wagner. Nowhere to put him, really. First and second, 1 out. The pitch. Hit by pitch check. It's a 5. He dotted him. The bases are loaded. Lazarik hits him with a pitch. Bases dripping with Indians. Whitfield comes to the plate. The infield moves in again for Kansas City. There's nowhere to put Whitfield. 1 out. The pitch. 4-5 is an error check. 14. Probably not going to be one. Let's see what happens. Whitfield swings. Hits it on the ground to first. First baseman is Cater. Cater's error number is a 4. No, his error number is a 2. So it's no error. But the bases are loaded, so they're going to try for the double play. So they got to come home with it. Cater is a 3, but he's reduced to a 1. So if I roll a 1, he's going to be safe. I didn't roll a 1. All right, now I'm going to re-roll for the double play. Cater goes home to Suarez. Now Suarez is going to do the pivot. And the pivot for Suarez is a 2. Your pivot rating is a 0. So Lazarik's double play rating is a -2. So they can't turn it. So all he can do is come home with it and get the force. It's a 3-2 putout of Colavito at the plate. Davalillo goes to third. Wagner goes to second. And Whitfield legs it out at first. There's 2 outs. Now it's Gonzalez No, it's not Gonzalez. It's O'Donohue, and they've got no hitters left. So, what do we do with a problem like Maria? So they're going to call on Louis Tiant to do the pinch hitting. And if you watched him in the 75 series, yikes. Okay, so Tiant will pinch hit for O'Donohue and try and drive in the lead run. Tiant in 67 hit .254. Lazarick in a jam. The bases are loaded. The pitch to Louis. 3-6 is a strikeout check, and he struck him out. We're going to the bottom of the 14th. Lazarick gets him out of it. Yikes. It's a marathon. All right. O'Donohue is gone. The new pitcher is Hargan. 14-13. In the 67 campaign. All right. Here we go. Suarez. No, not Suarez. Lazarick. Kansas City's going to use their last pinch hitter. It's going to be Ozzie Chavarria. And Ozzie only hit 102. Hargan, the pitch to Chavarria. It's a walk check. That's a 1, and he walked him. Can you believe it? Well, that's how the Kansas City 14th starts. And now we go to Suarez, who can bunt. And he's going to try it. Hargan, the stretch, the pitch to Suarez. It's a 3-3. It's a strikeout check. And they struck him out. Believe that. 1 gone. Hargan gets Suarez. And Campaneris is up now. Chavarria at first. The pitch. Open. Campy swings. And hits it to right field. Under it is Colavito for out number 2. And here comes Hirschberger. 2 for 6 for Mike. The pitch. Walk check, but too high. Hirschberger swings. Star line 3, ground ball hit to Pedro Gonzalez, who fires to Whitfield for the out. And this is now the longest game ever on my channel. We're at 15 innings, my friends. And top of the 15th will be Gonzalez, Simone, and Askew coming up. Lazarick is gone. New pitcher will be Paul Lindblad. Paul Lindblad, left-hander. 5-8 with 6 saves, 358 earned run average in 115 innings. He had 10 starts and 36 relief appearances. He'll face Gonzalez, Simone, and Askew. Top of the 15th, the pitch. Range, I got to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell you. Don't light a match. Ground ball to short. Campaneris makes the play, out number 1. Now it's Simone. Lindblad's pitch, strikeout check. Strikeout check is too high. Simone swings, hits it to left, and it's going to get down in the corner. Rattle around in the corner. Rudy's got to go get it. Simone around first. He's taking second. He's got a double with 1 out in the 15th. Here comes Askew. Lindblad the stretch. The pitch to Joe. Walk check. It's a 6. He walks him. 2 on, 1 out for Colavito. Golden opportunity for Cleveland here. Lindblad the stretch. The pitch to the rock. Right to the kitchen. Range check for the ballpark. Range check for the ballpark. 2-6. It's open. That means we got a rare play. That means we got a rare play. 3-1 on the rare play with less than 2 outs. Shallow fly ball to left field. Resolve is an F7 range play. If the left fielder does not catch the ball, the lead runner gets a late break attempting to advance. Oh my God. Okay, so the range play is for Rudy. Rudy is a 2 in left. I can't believe it either. He makes the catch. Runners will hold. And Colavito does not come through. There are 2 outs now for Davalillo. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch from Lindblad is a 5-5. That's a strikeout, but it's too high, so it's not a strikeout. Davalillo swings. It's a 4-1. Hit on the ground to Campy. He fires to Cater, and the 15th is over. Bottom of the 15th coming up. 1-1 tie in KC. All right. Hargan facing Cater, then Bando, then Rudy. Cater is 2-4-6. Pitch. Error check. Hit to right, and it's going to be trouble. Colavito, they're going to check his error number, but it's not going to be an error on the rock. Nope, he's got an error number of 4. That's a 16. Leadoff double for Cater. He, once more, can win the game. Bando at the plate. Hargan, the stretch. Sal is 2-for-6. The pitch. Strikeout check, but it's a 17. That's way too high. Bando swings, and it's a trouble shot. Question mark to right. 9 or less, and there's trouble. It's caught by Colavito. Tagging is Cater. Is he going to try and get to third? -1 knocks him down to a 2. Colavito's arm is got to be a -1. It is. Makes him a 1. They're not going to try it. Holding is Colavito, and now it's Rudy. Hargan the stretch. The pitch to Rudy, who's got an 0-for-6, 0-for-5 collar. Open. Because he's a right-handed batter. The pitch. Rudy swings. Starline 3. Ground ball. Gonzalez. Cater holds, and there's 2 down. Now, it's Green. Chance to win the game. Hargan the stretch. The pitch. Wild pitch check. It's a 6. He bounces it to the screen. Cater moves to third, and there's 2 outs. Green's ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Winning run at third. The pitch to Green. Open. Green swings. Hit in the air to right field, and Colavito's going to make the catch. That will retire the side. We've played 15. We got a 1-1 cooker going. Put on some coffee. All right. Lindblad facing Alvis, Wagner, and Whitfield in the Indians' 16th inning. Pitch to Max. Open. Base hit to left field. Alvis is on. That's going to start action in what's left of the bullpen for the Athletics. And Lou Krause starts to throw. Alvis on first. Wagner at the plate. Lindblad. The stretch, the pitch. 3-3. Strikeout check. It's an 8. Hey, struck him out. 1 gone. Now it's Whitfield. Alvis at first. Lindblad the stretch. He is now fatigued. The pitch. Error on a throw. Could be an error. Hit to center. Not deep. Caught by Gosker, and there's 2 down. Now it's Gonzalez. No, it's not. It's Hargan. But Hargan has to bat because that's just the way it's working. Alvis still at first. 164 for Hargan. Not a terrible season. The pitch. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. That ends Lindblad's second inning of work. We go to the bottom of the 16th. Hargan will face Gosker. Hargan will face Gosker, a pinch hitter for Lindblad, and then he'll face Suarez. Hargan to Gosker, the pitch. Error on a grounder. Error check on a grounder. Hit to first. That's Whitfield, but 18. He's not going to boot that one. Nope. And there's 1 down. He takes it himself. So now the Athletics are going to the pitcher pinch hitting routine. And it's going to be Catfish Hunter. Catfish Hunter will bat for Paul Lindblad in the 16th. Hargan's pitch to Hunter. Strikeout check. It's a 15. Hey, struck him out. And that's number 2 for Hargan. Getting close to his fatigue, but not there yet. And now it'll be Suarez. Ballpark check. Hargan. Ground ball hit to Simone, and that will end the 16th inning. Excuse me. We're going 17 in this one. All right, Lou Krause coming on. Lou Krause. He'll face Gonzalez, Simone, and Askew. All right, the pitch from Krause to Gonzalez is a ballpark check. The result is going to be trouble. It's a double for Gonzalez. A leadoff double in the 17th for Pedro Gonzalez. Now it's Simone, who can't bunt. Krause, the stretch, the pitch to Chico. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. Askew. Gonzalez begging to score. The pitch. Strikeout check, but too high. Askew swings and base hit off the shortstop's glove. Campaneris can't glove it. Rolls away from him. Is Gonzalez going to score? He is a 3. He will score. It's 2-1. Askew drives home the second run of the game. Calavito comes to the plate. Krause in a jam. It's 2-1 Indians. The pitch from Krause. Strikeout check. He struck him out. That's his second K. And now it's Davalillo. Askew still at first. Open. Vic. line shot right at Dick Green. But the Indians score 1 on a pair of hits, and we go to the bottom of the 17th. They've got a 2-1 lead. All right, Hargan is it. So whatever happens, it's up to him. He has faced 11 batters. He can face 13 before fatigue. Campaneris up, top of the order for Kansas City. They need a run to keep it going. Hirschberger and Cater follow. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. 3 strikeouts for Hargan. 1 gone in the Kansas City 17th. Now it's Hirschberger. The pitch to Mike. Error check. Hit on the ground to Gonzalez. I don't think this is good news. Oh, he fouls it, and that's going to be an E6. Hirschberger reaches. Now it's Cater. He's fatigued. Hargan is fatigued. The pitch to Cater. Range play. Oh, my God. G6. That's hit toward Gonzalez. He is a 2. It's by him. Base hit. Hirschberger's got a chance to get to third. He is a 4. He will not get to third. First and second for Bando. Hargan clearly tired on the mound. Bando with a chance to be a hero. The pitch from Hargan to Bando is open. Sal swings. Ground ball, Simone. Check Gonzalez pivot. He is a 0. So the double play is a +1 and a 0 and a +1. So 2 are better and they turn it. 2 are less and they turn it. They don't turn it, but they do get 1 on the 4-6. Cater is retired. It's first and third with 2 outs for Rudy. Bottom of the 17th. Tying run at third in Hirschberger. Winning run at first in Bando. Indians lead 2-1. The pitch from Hargan, an exhausted pitcher. It's open because he's a right-handed batter. Ground ball, Gonzalez. He's going to go the short way to Simone, and the ball game is over. If this one doesn't get me your subscription, I don't know what will. 17 innings, 2-1 Indians over the Kansas City Athletics. Line score, 2 runs for the Indians. 2 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. For the Athletics, 1 run, 13 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher, Steve Hargan. Opening day, so he's 1-0. Losing pitcher, Lou Krause. Opening day, he's 0-1. Thanks for being with me through all of this. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.